Hello YouTube, I'd like to introduce you to the Bushbox outdoor pocket stove. It comes in this lovely little pouch, and as you can see it's going to pack down really thin. And we have some side plates and a back plate and another side plate there, so let's get those together. And then the tricky bit is getting this base part here, which is an ash pan, into the two slots at the bottom, whilst also getting this other base plate with holes in that allows airflow in without dropping the ash pan out through the bottom. And then this section goes on the front. Oops. And slots down quite nicely, and these trivets go on top, and you can rest your canteen, your cup you want to heat up. Now you notice that that's quite flush, and you'll see that you can put that two ways around. So the other way means that's quite proud. So you've got the choice of having these trivets up proud, because if you have like a big mess tin, that's going to smother that. So to have that slightly higher will ensure an airflow around, or space for flames to escape. And the idea, of course, is that you put your tinder and twigs and sticks in there, and any ash will fall through onto the ash pan, and with even with the cup or the mess tin or whatever it is on top, you've still got this gap here into which you can feed sticks and twigs and keep the fire going. But it's more versatile than that. We can take this off, and to do so you just have to put a little bit of pressure on that front, because there's tiny little clips. Let's just try and get that front thing off. Might well go out of camera shot to do that. And I have one of these. You probably recognise it as a Trangia stove. This is actually an Esbit stove that can go onto there. Now that's a bit loose without the front section, so you've got to make sure you've always got the trivets on top. Put the second one on as well. That'll give it more stability. And you've just converted something that burns wood that you find in the forest to something that nestles and utilises your alcohol stove. And you would keep the front off, because then you can put your snuffer on and off, or you could also take that off and put it down here. I would keep the airflow at the bottom, keep those holes, take the ash pan away, put this one at the bottom so that can sit a bit lower. Another variation is to take these off. So it's always a bit fiddly, especially when you're filming a video and you don't have your professional cameraman with you. The simple reason I don't have access to a professional cameraman, it's just me. And we clip those back on. And you take, let's use my other hand, use this air grill base. Now there's a slot slightly higher up on that back plate. You can fit that in there, and then allow that front part there for that to rest on. And with that you can put on your fuel tablet and burn away. And you can also use those discs with the gel fuel, either at that height or those other heights I've shown before. So, a versatile box for fuel tablets, gel fuel, alcohol stoves, or just good old wood that you may have carried with you or collected on your journeys. So that is the Bushbox outdoor pocket stove, and we'll be giving it a trial run later on. And the first trial is of the Esbit stove with this bioethanol. And what I've found out that if I'm going to put my little Esbit stroke Trangia stove in, I need to raise the base up a bit. Otherwise, on tests I've done so far, it just takes absolutely ages So the flame has got to be higher. That's taken. I have half a litre of cold, fresh tap water. We have a stopwatch. And we're going to start it. And wait. Just a close up there. So now I'm using the Van Gogh bioethanol gel fuel. I simply got the cheapest round metal container I could find in the supermarket. And all boiling there. And it's now we're set up for the hexamine tablets. Wait for that to get started. Now of course you can argue how many are you using. If you use more, this water will boil quicker. Bigger tablets, different types of tablets. I've got about 4 different makes of these tablets, just in a small collection already. Who knows, but let's say this is not too technically accurate. Okay, flames underway. Now I've got a confession to make. I was watering my sweet peas when this was boiling, so I may have been to this a little bit late, but anyway, that's the times. While this smokes away, let me just say that as well as the normal conditions that make this variable, the air temperature and the relative humidity and so forth, the type of wood you use, how dry it is, how often you feed it into the chamber, and the thickness of the sticks all play a part. This is much more variable, and unlike the fuel tablets or the gel or the alcohol fluid, you just got to keep on top of this fire, keep feeding it. So it's boiling now, just under 19 minutes. In fact, I just took my eyes off that for a few minutes and it was boiling when I came back, so maybe 17-18 minutes. The stove will house the Lynx alcohol burner. That's on a number of YouTube channels, how you can make a little burner out of a Lynx deodorant can and similar. Trouble is, it does only burn for 2 or 3 minutes, and so I doubt it would be enough to boil your water. Just as a comparison with the Bushbox stove, I want to see how long it takes to boil the same amount of water using a standard gas cooker. Right, we are bubbling away there. I always keep forgetting, there we go, I always keep forgetting to bring safety pinchers to take it off.